American Horror Story Delicate, episode 7. We need to talk about it. Okay, so episode 7 of American Horror Story Delicate has just aired, and oh, I am shocked at what just occurred in this episode. Okay, so this episode is all about diving into Dex and what happened in the past with his previous wife. So this gives us more backstory to what is going on, who this cult is, what their plans are, and what actually happened to Dex's wife. Now, a lot of questions got answered in this episode. So firstly, we now know that these are sort of some witch satanic sort of people. That's what sort of cult they are. And we get this opening sequence with Kara's character. So we get this opening sequence, which was mad. Like, I did not expect it to open up like this, where she's in a barn and she's, pregnant and she's sitting there. I can't remember the time period, but it was way back. I think it's like, it was, several hundred years back. She grabs a knife and just cuts herself horizontally, her stomach straight, and rips this kid out. And I wasn't prepared for that to begin with. And then no, we see a hand pop out. There's another one. She rips out the second one. It was freaking mental. Just complete and utter mental. And then this is where she gets introduced to the cult, who then come and, because she's basically bleeding out, she's dying, and then she gets like revived and her kids are fine and they're a bit more grown. So now she's sort of part of the cult. We get a backstory to them in a moment where she's got some sort of like witch powers as well. And anyone that's gone through birthing and had kids and stuff like that, there's a scene in here where they're eating the placenta. And I'm sorry, if you guys have gone through that and you've seen the placenta, I just think it's one of the grossest things possible. And they're eating it. It was disgusting. But now we understand what this mark means that they have there. It's like a blood oath to keep them together. So we get a lot of backstory to them and what their main goal is. Because this episode kind of hints toward that they are trying to birth the perfect sort of like, I don't know if it's like the Antichrist or, Satan himself, but they're trying to like birth this like perfect being. That's what I got. They're slowly trying to get to a point where the two mates can create this being that are like, that's insane. That's like perfect, in other words. At least that's what I read. I may be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any other theories about that. But that's the sort of general idea. I don't know if it's the Antichrist itself or anything like that. We'll just have to wait and see. But let me know your theories. So then we get the whole story of Dex and his wife. The first one that died before we get introduced to the new one. Now, this story is kind of messed up, man. It really is messed up. So we know that Dex's wife was a part of that cult, but left that cult. She left it. She wanted a normal life. She's now out there making a name for herself in the restaurant business. And now we know that the person that looks identical to her, that is part of the painter, that's part of the gallery in the actual timeline that we're watching, the present timeline, is the evil twin of her. So they are related. There's a reason why they are identical, because they're related and they're actually sisters. But she refers to herself as the evil twin. And they do this game, the game with the knife where you go like that between your fingers. They do that. There's a scene where she stabs herself and it's brutal. But there's also Dexter's wife there also has like this little sort of place behind everywhere in her kitchen, where she goes in and it's like she's almost praying. It's like a satanic ritual in there as well. So there's that. But obviously she's left the thing. So I'm a bit confused to why she's still practicing that. I guess maybe she still believes in that, but she just doesn't believe in what they're doing. So there's that. And then she gets taken. But there's a moment where she finds out she's pregnant. Dex finds out she's pregnant. He tries to call his mum and dad. They're not there. And now we actually look. Remember when the mother said to Dex that like he used to do stuff, the dad used to do stuff about? Well, it turns out, Yeah, this guy is a complete and utter nut job, man. Literally a nut job. Because Dex walks in after his mother got chloroformed, I guess. But she basically got knocked out by the dad, who then she's strapped to a chair. They're draining blood from her by the looks of it. The people in the black with the big, those people with the bunny rabbit ears. And next thing you know, Dex sees his dad is banging one of those chicks. And it's just like, he's like, this is how you were made, son. So there's something going on with that as well. So no wonder why Dex is kind of like messed up. Like, I thought maybe Dex was in on this. Maybe he had a role to play with. But I kind of feel like this guy's just been like caught in the middle of it all now. That's how I honestly feel. So you have that. That was a messed up scene. But then you get to a real messed up scene where his wife is trapped with Kara's character, her sister, and the house manager that we meet as well. So those three are then, and there's one person that is covered. Her face is covered. Now they're sitting there and they're like talking about their plan and everything. And then she's like, but who is that person there? Who's that person that's covered? Well, once it gets revealed, it's the chick that offered the job, offered the gallery, her friend that sold her company. And she's now a part of it. So what they do is they get a knife and they cut her clean open. And then Kara's character, this is just insane, sticks her hands in her stomach and starts like playing almost with her insides. Oh, it was gross, man. It was disgusting. And I felt every inch of that pain. And she comes out and then she starts putting the blood over her face. They all start doing that. And then they decide that they're going to pour gasoline over her. And like, could you imagine the gasoline going into that open wound? Oh, and then they light her on fire. So that's how she died. That's the story of the first wife. Complete and utter mental, this episode. Just mental. The graphics. The sheer horror, the blood and gore. I was not expecting it. But it's great to get this backstory. So we got more backstory as well to the cult and what they've been doing throughout the years. So that's all great. So now, after episode 7, we got 3 episodes. I think 3 episodes to go. I think it's 10 episodes. It's either 9 or 10 episodes. So we got 3 episodes to go. And I feel like it's set in a really, really good position here now to execute this ending. And I think it's going to be a wild ride. Because now that we know the backstory and everything that's happened there, what is this being that they're trying to do? What are they doing to Anna's baby? What is going on with that? So there's that. And how did her friend join? That's the next question that we need to know. And is Dex actually fully involved in it now after seeing what happened with his father and that? Does he get indoctrinated into it? Or does he not? Does he rebel? I don't know. That's the question we're after. But let me know your theories. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. Did you guys love it? Smash down that comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.